Do you know what we've done as rappers though? We've done this superhero lifestyle. I make such and such and such and such and such. So that's why when people laugh and rappers fall off, because we've done it. We've rapped from the ego perspective. Like we're from the trenches, most of us anyway, and then we get on, then we start stunting on people that are still there. You know?
All right, this is super long overdue. Ghetts, what's going on, bro?
I'm good, my guy.
Man, mate, I don't even know where to start, man. But I want to start with commending you on the latest project. Like, first off, just how you feeling about all the love you're getting and the response thus far?
Bro, do you know what I was saying to somebody the other day? I was saying that it's very overwhelming for me because I normally feel like my back's against the wall and I've got to prove so many people wrong. This time, I've got to prove them right. You know, so many people supported me and people that I don't even know personally, and artists that I didn't even know listen to man's music have been supporting and posting man's music. So I appreciate the love, bro. Like I love how this feels. It feels much better than a negative energy. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what it is? It kind of reminds me of like some of your earlier tunes, like Legend in the Making.
Yeah.
Like early doors, you felt underappreciated.
Yeah.
And it feels like almost full circle, even from that point.
100%.
Do you get me? How do you, at that point, that like when you're in Legend in the Making, did you think you would get to this point in your career where like people do look at you, you're the GOAT. Yeah. Whether you want to rank yourself in that or not, but people say like, nah, Ghetts, he's the top of the tree. How did you see it then to now in terms of like your positioning in the game?
Oh, I did feel like I was the best then. I felt very misunderstood, you know, and I didn't have as much direction. Or I may have seemed very confident on the mic, but maybe not as confident in terms of things I was able to do then, but I didn't do them. Or if I did do them, I didn't release them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Bro, can we talk about like, so this is funny, like I've got friends who remember you and your family. Like one of my friends, her name's Gabrielle Smith. She's a Jehovah's Witness. She's from Watford. Yeah. And she was saying to me like, she remembers you back in the day, and I always wondered like, how does the family, because I'm a Christian, so I know it's similar, but getting into music, how was the family initially feeling about that?
Over the moon.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because remember I was into, you know, I was doing whatever on the road, so when I started getting into music, Mum could see an immediate change. So she immediately supported what I was doing. Dad immediately supported what I was doing. Nanny, God rest her soul, she was behind me all the way, you know what I'm saying? My aunts, brother and sister, everybody, you know? So I always had a great support system, you know? My story is very much different from, like, I can't talk about my teacher thought I'd never be, like, you know, all of those things. I had great support. So I feel like people always felt like this guy is capable of so much more. He's falling short of what we think he's capable of. So if it was any disappointment, it's because of that. It was because of me falling short of what I was actually capable of.
Was one of your first real looks the feature on Kano, Typical Me, like in terms of like getting a bit mainstream?
Yeah, I'd even tell you about that story. It's funny you should say that. I think that was the only time Mum was disappointed. That's because I had just come out and Mum had paid for this trip to Tunisia, me and my little brother and sister, you know what I'm saying? And some other family members. And then I know it was around Christmas that we got the dates to do the Typical Me video. And I was just like, Mum, one day I'll pay you back. Trust me. She didn't understand that at the time, you know, because she was quite upset. It was a lot of money, right? But yeah, it worked out for the best.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because I remember that time, like, again, bro, like, I'm from the era of the Risky Road. Yeah. The DVDs, Crazy Titch. Like, bro, I just used to remember, like, being from South, I never really was into grind because I thought it was more of an East London thing. Yeah. But yourself, Titch, like, you know what, like, we knew you was real, but like, you made it entertaining. Yeah. And I remember thinking, like, how are these guys, like, so hard at spitting? And then when I started listening to your music, I started thinking, like, yo, but Ghetts is always trying to say something. Yeah. When I was going back in your catalogue, I think it was Brothers in Arms song. Yeah. I think the lyric is, what would Malcolm say?
What would Martin think?
Yeah. So, and then we may be instinct. And I'm thinking, like, this is over 10 years ago, right? You're saying these types of things, but still being from the roads. And I always wonder, like, how come you've got that mindset, but you're still, you know, it's like the whole dichotomy of like roads, music.
Yeah.
Like, how did you balance the two, bro? Like,
that's more my upbringing. So that's my upbringing seeping through and how I've been educated and raised. And so you would hear different things in my music from maybe the next grime MC or something. You know, you're gonna hear about me talking about God, hear me talking about losing people early, and yeah, just reflecting. You know what I'm saying? Reflecting because I read a lot. I haven't been reading lately. Attention span's different now, but read a lot of books growing up. I don't know.
What kind of books have you can share?
This year?
No, any books that you can share that you were reading.
Do you know what I'm reading right now? Akala's book, cold.
I ain't read it yet.
Cold, like his story is cold. Like it's so inspiring to hear about his upbringing. That's what I'm reading at the moment. But I'm like 7 pages a week, bro. I'm slow, 7 pages a week. But and then a friend of mine bought me a book. Oh, what's it called? Oh my! It was just about. It's kind of like The Secret, but not The Secret. But it was talking about ideas and how to execute them and things like that. Yeah, so those are the last 2 books I've read, you know.
Bro, I'm gonna piggyback on that.
Yeah.
I was just saying to you before we started, I look at artists Rollout and I start to say, it's like the labels, like the social media team, and I'm sure there is a overarching team that helps you execute it. But your Rollout, bro, I think especially the last one, on the last project, bro.
Oh, Ghetto Gospel New Testament.
Yeah, New Testament, yeah, bro.
Yeah, when I done the Ghetts exhibition.
Yeah, and Spotify was involved. And I looked, I said to myself, that there was a perfect rollout from top to tail. How involved, I know you're involved, but how involved are you and how do you somewhat come up with these concepts?
Like 96% of the ideas of my brain children. And I got a great like team around me, even outside of the label, like from management and cameraman and production team and other family members that helped me execute these wild ideas, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously being at Warner now, it was like I wanted to magnify. I didn't want to recreate what I'd done with Ghetto Gospel New Testament Rollout, but I wanted to have a bigger one on a different level of magnitude, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Bro, I think, what was it? Why did you take so long to sign in general? I think you did you sign with, you did something, was it with Relentless? Was it you did a 10-year anniversary something? Was it Relentless or was it?
Nah, my first deal, Sing For Me, was with All Around the World.
No, I meant like, didn't you do something for like a 10-year anniversary? You did like...
oh no, so basically Relentless, that was the drink.
Okay.
That was, so I used to have a branding deal with them.
Okay.
Yeah, big up the guys over at Relentless, so that was that. And then I've done single deals here and there, Black Butter. So it was single deals. This is my first album deal.
Okay, and how does it differ now? Like, do you actually feel pressure now? Because I know what it's like at labels. It's
no
pressure.
No, because it's more of a partnership. And when I signed as me already. Nobody else. You know, my album was almost ready. They didn't have to get any of the features for me or anything like that. You know, so yeah, I don't feel no pressure.
You said this album was 2 years in the making. How did you, like, and I know for creators, bro, there must have been so many tunes that didn't make the cut.
Bro, I made about over 60 songs.
And I know they're all gonna be fire.
They're good, but some of them just don't fit the story. You know, there's great tunes I left out, bangers, like sick tunes I left off the album, even tunes of people. But they just didn't make the album because it didn't sound right in the journey. When we put all the pieces to the puzzle, we had to make harsh decisions.
And that's what I got from the projects, the sequencing.
Yeah.
Like, you wanted it all to make sense.
Yeah.
How, like, again, because a lot of artists who do mixtapes, it does feel like a compilation. I know you said you don't want your project to feel like that. How do you know what the sequencing should be like?
So I'll do maybe 5 to 6 different versions of track listing and live with it and roll to it.
Yep.
Over and over and over again. M-way trips, wherever I'm going, just live with it, and even get advice from different people. Like I remember the track listing, the one before that is what you're hearing now. I went down to Fraser T. Smith's, somebody that I've had a close working relationship from, typical me. And I played it to him, and he looked at me and he's like, "You sure this is your track listing?" I knew from that moment. I knew, and I listened to it. Just remove ego, and I knew there's too much tunes. And I took 2 off.
Okay, so was it just taking songs off? Or was it actually how you sequenced?
How I sequenced it as well.
How was it then, if you can remember?
It was always intro into Mozambique, I know that. But then I might have put Autobiography 3 or something like that. Yeah, it wasn't right.
But then not having, I mean, everyone has an ego. How do you, like you said, like, is it because it's like, you know, Fraser T standing, you know him for years, but how does an artist like yourself think, wait, hold on, this sounded right to me, like?
No, I'm a very self-aware person. That's why I keep improving. Because I'm very self-aware. Not all criticism comes from a bad place.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes the right people deliver it in the right way to where you can take it and look at it and look at yourself and say, okay, I want to be the best version of myself. So if I want to be the best version of myself, sometimes I have to take in what other people are saying.
One of my boys, I told him I'm coming to sit down with you. His name's called Tim. He produced Crazy Titch Sing Along.
Oh, yeah. I met him. His name used to be Crazy Tim.
Yeah.
He's from
up north, Milton Keynes.
Yeah. I met him.
Bro, we were talking about your project, and he said to me, like on WhatsApp, he was like, bro, I just hope Ghetts delivers, you know. I hope Ghetts delivers. Then I woke up like around 4 a.m. I woke up. He like, bro, he delivered. I was like, bro, yeah, he delivered that. Because he's obviously been a fan for so long, and sometimes you always feel like, is it going to be a bit of a letdown? And he said to me, he's like, bro, just ask him, how does he feel that this project ranks in his whole discography? How do you feel that, you know, your new project in line with?
It's definitely my best project. For me, it will go Conflict to Interest, number 1, Ghetto Gospel New Testament, 2nd, the original Ghetto Gospel, 3rd, Freedom of Speech, 4th, 2000 and Life, 5th, Rebel of a Cause, 6th. But the momentums are crazy as well. Like, but I just look at those in like separate pieces.
All right, bro. So, like, again, back to your talent. When did you first spot you had a talent for spitting? Like, when did that come to pass? Because I think the level you are at now, bro, or the level that you've been at since day dot, it's been ahead of its time. So I'm always wondering, like when did you know you had this superpower, so to speak?
I was shit at first.
For it?
Yeah, but you lot didn't hear me. You lot heard me when I was there. I was getting good. But like Storming the best MC in Newham, right? At the time, and then you've got Titch, sick MC in Newham as well. And then you've got Sharky Major, like took lyricism to a new place. Like if anybody knows the culture, you will know like Sharky.
He was the one.
The lyricism thing. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember, we're part of the same, like even before like Nasty Crew, we are part of the same circle of friends, right? We're on road together or whatnot. So when I'm trying to spit, the man them are saying, allow it, blood. This ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? They'll testify to this as well. So, because we had such a high standard of MCs already around us. So, and it weren't until I went jail and really started crafting and writing and, you know what I'm saying, kind of homing my skills. And it weren't until then when I started really getting good.
It seems, man.
My first studio session was in jail. In Huntercombe, a woman named Stevie Butler. She was running a drama course. I was going to drama and I was going to music class, and that's when I realized I got a bad attention span, right? I'll never be able to do like the normal classroom route and things, you know what I'm saying? But when I was in there, I realized, wow, I'd been in there for hours. and it's held my attention, and I just felt at peace.
Did prior to that then in school, did you notice that you didn't, like, you had that, what's it, ADHD? No, what's it? Is
ADHD.
ADHD, yeah.
They say I got that. I've not been diagnosed with that, but I don't know. But you know what? One time I took Adderall, right? Yeah, to try and help me focus. It killed my creative.
Yeah.
If you give me a word right now, I could write a lyric from that word right this second. At any time of the day, doesn't matter when. Bro, I took the Adderall because I had a meeting and I went studio after. I didn't know. I was so scared. I thought it was over. I didn't know what was happening. Like, it's like I couldn't even put together a sentence, bro, of rhymes. Killed it. Killed my creativity.
That is mad. Because I think even with like things of that nature, some things are just instinctive to people. I think when you take medication, it suppresses certain signals.
Bro, I don't know what that thing was doing. I don't know who gassed me to take that as well.
Did you, so like after you take that then, how long did you have that effect for? Like when you...
No, it lasted just that day.
Just that day?
And then I was back the next day, I was fine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you said like in prison, do you remember what the first song was that you did? Did it ever come out?
Nah, but do you know, I've got, we done a set, like a garage set, and I've got the CD till this day. I was listening to it the other day. I was gonna put it in the evolution of Ghetts, that the series I've been doing. Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny, I'm spitting in that, yo selector, in the DJ on the ones and twos. I'm spitting in that voice, that's how old it is.
Shit. That's all good.
Don't worry.
Bro, when you look at, again, like I said, like someone like Titch, bro, like where do you think you would have been today, bro?
Yeah, it would have been big. It would have been massive. Yeah, he had a lot of drive. Very focused and determined person. And was also innovative. You know, like he had crazy times out that was documenting his life when nobody was doing things like that, you know what I'm saying? So he would have been big, 100%.
Yeah, I remember that Bossman, was it the cab?
The 50p?
Yeah, give 50p, yeah. Titch was on it, man. And then also we spoke also off mic about Cadet, and I was saying that when I was speaking to Cadet, he said how you gave him some advice that really helped him to like not just stay in that pain storytelling element, but transition. And I think that, and I remember he was telling me, he was like, yo, bro, like, Ghetts said something to me and bro, I can't just stay in this lane. And I think obviously down the line, if that advice from you wasn't said, we may not have had tracks like Advice. Do you know what I mean? So like, what was even your relationship like with Cadet and how did
Bro's super genuine, as you know. Love to have a laugh, love to diss, man. But like I was saying to you off camera, even my show at Islington, so he could have easily just hit me on the phone and said, yo, put me on the guest list. As I'm coming out, I've seen Cadet, and I said, bro, he hit me. He's like, no man, cool. I just got tickets. Him and CJ, and that left an everlasting impression on me. You know what I'm saying? As him as a human being, and where he was at with it, like just very supportive, a very supportive brother. You know what I'm saying? And I liked him because he's a man that wanted to rip off a head as well on a track. Like I'm always gonna respect that. I love artists like that. You know, when they wanna come to the table and rip your head off on your tune. Like I like that. It makes me. Most of the artists that I'm close with, I have a personal relationship with, are like that. You know. So,
yeah. I know you and Giggs also like you're tallying up the scores, isn't it? Who won the last one? Who won on Crud?
No, I'm gonna say I won that. But Giggs is gonna say he won that.
Yeah, like just seeing you guys like just like, I can't remember what he spoke about. He's like saying, "Oh, like he got me in that." Like, yeah, you guys, you push it like because I remember I was reading some of the tweets and people were saying, "Giggs, that's the G." Like, do you get what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
But even back to even just onto the Daily Duppy, who's that? I'm presuming that's your idea again.
Yeah.
So what made you think that you wanted to do the Daily Duppy like that?
You know, with the artist who I am, and even more so becoming, I'm trying to let people know that with me, it's way beyond rap and just music. it's really art in terms of every aspect of the word. You know, it's not just, oh, we're gonna shoot here and stand in front of a block and things like that. No, I've always been trying to think and push the boundaries, and with the creativity, even from Risky Roads, using that to actually promote, using that freestyle to promote my mixtape. You see my mixtape come up during my freestyle because I was thinking in a realm that others hadn't been thinking in already. Like, everybody was spitting on radio, hardly anybody was selling a product, you know? And so I was already in the realm of thinking like that. And now I've got some money to shoot videos how I want to do them. Like Posty would even testify to this. I hate shooting videos.
Bro, why is that?
Yeah, because I would have ideas that are going to cost me $1 million with 20 grand. You know what I'm saying? That my brain really goes to that point. Like, now I want to do this. And then if I think a video ain't going to do the tune justice, I'd rather not shoot the video. Like, people that are lazy hate working with me. They hate me. Like, you want to be great, you're going to love working with Ghetts, because we're really going to push the boundaries. You know, I could say a verse in the booth, you would say it's perfect. And I think, yeah, but I must have 120% in me. Like, it's somewhere. Like, I know it's somewhere. It's not, this is 100%, yes, but there's 120% somewhere. And I'm eager to hear what that sounds like.
Do you rewrite your verses?
I don't write.
Okay, do you re-record? Like, after you do a verse, do you think, because I know with some artists, they do a song and then they'll go back in and they'll redo the verse again.
I do it on the day.
So if you leave the booth that day, it's not, you're not coming back to it?
Rarely, sometimes, rarely.
All right, so bro, this is what I'm looking at. They say what human beings only use maybe like 5 or 10% of their actual capacity. And when we hear people say, oh, like, they don't write. And I didn't believe it. I used to think, oh, since Jay-Z said it. Or
everyone says it.
Bro, the first time I saw it in my own eyes is when I was in the studio with Wretch.
I knew he was going to say Free.
Yeah, bro. And I was sitting in the studio.
Free could do it before me.
Bro.
Free could do it before me.
His thing is weird. It's just like, he just sits in the corner. And he looks confused.
Yeah.
And
everyone else is confused because And
he starts mumbling. All right, cool, I'm ready. I'm going into the booth.
Yeah, same. Free could do it before, man. But we was both, he'll testify to this as well. We was both inspired by watching Fade to Black. The moment with Jay-Z, Rick Rubin in the studio, he's doing 99 Problems.
Okay, bro, how do you channel that then? How did you, so before you wrote and then you went to non-writing? Or?
It's like, so you remember one line. If you can hold one line, practice you can hold 2. 2 is going to turn into 4. 4 is going to turn into 8 bars. 8 turns into a 16.
But bro, your bars ain't
I could do it.
Your bars they ain't easy, bro.
Yeah, I know.
The vocab's not simple, bro.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know. It's just over time, I guess.
Yeah.
Over a period of time. Remember, like, there's 365 days in a year. I'm probably in the studio maybe 270 days in a year. So.
Do you feel like you're a workaholic?
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? I remember like when I was trying to get in on the last cycle for your promo 2 years ago, I DM'd you and he was like, bro, like, no disrespect, yeah. I'm tired. I ain't even seen my family this week or whatever, man. Like, I got this tour. And that's when I realized, I was like, yeah, you're not burning a candle, but you're really fully.
Yeah, I was shattered, bro.
Yeah, man.
I try to be hands-on with everything as well, you know. Like I said to someone else, it's the opportunity to really change lives around me. You know, I don't take it lightly at all. I don't play that. Like, I think I've been, like, God give you this opportunity, like to change, like, the dynamic of how your family are gonna live. Like, I can't play with that.
Is that also pressure as well, to the extent?
Yeah, but I can't play with it, man. My worst fear is looking back and thinking you didn't do everything you could have done. Just, like, I'm scared of that. When
you're talking like in the video with Past Salute and Back Row G, and you're saying like, you basically, that pep talk.
Yeah.
Is that something that you also say to yourself as well?
Yeah, bro. I can't play with these people, man. Like, I'm aware of how long I've been around for. I'm aware how I may be viewed from a younger generation or perspective. I'm aware of all of those things. I haven't come to play with anybody. You know, every time you're gonna hear me, it's gonna be levels. You're gonna understand why I'm me and why I've been in the game for so long. Don't question it. Like, do not question it at all. I ain't come to play with anybody.
Bro, you see on the new project, it's almost Dead to Me, right?
Yeah.
That was based on, you know, the concept of someone, you was on a live, is it?
Yeah, I was on the Instagram live.
Do you ever put part of yourself in a story?
Yeah.
Because I was like, because when I was reading, I was thinking, wait, no. There feels like there's some texture of realism into it.
Yeah.
So
I always would do that, put myself in that person's shoes and maybe talk about how I would react as well in having that experience.
Yeah, this tune's cold, man.
Thank you, bro.
And you set the challenge and within an hour you come back and...
Yeah.
But when I'm looking at also your project, what is kind of like some of the last songs that get on the project when you know, okay, cool, the project's complete?
I always do the intro last because I do my intros like a summary to the album so what you expect to hear on the first song and the feel like, so even when I say it's not only slappings and chefings, what about family settings, what about actual blessings? That's talking about like proud family and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? So kind of summarizing where we're at.
Nah, Proud Family, that's also a sick song as well, bro. Yeah. Again, like, this is where I put it. You're creating art and you're, like you said, you're not just want it to be like in the charts one week. You're gonna work it as an actual like rollout.
Yeah.
Why that mentality? Because a lot of people just seem to be focused on like first week sales.
We're in a different time, so I guess the time that I come up listening to album artists, seeing their rollouts. Like, even people are saying to me, well, Mist and D-Double and Shabo, they're in your video, but they're not on your album or they're not on the tune. Remember, I used to watch videos with cameos from other artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the time I'm from. So I think a lot of that's been lost for whatever reasons. Streaming's changed the game a lot. Changes how people actually take in music, you know? So, but I don't think it's right for me to play that game, you know? Mm-hmm.
When you were talking about like, even like advertising your project early on, like I remember like J2K was one of the first people I remember actually.
You're very cultured, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so the bodies, the only bodies of works that were out at this time from what we would consider the start of the culture, Klanashnikov, Sagas, J2K, Heat in the Streets, Volume 1 and 2.
Well, Bashi as well, was he just after that?
I'm gonna get there. Kano, Home Sweet Home, Dizzy Boy in the Corner, Wiley Treading on Thin Ice, of course. And then myself, JME, Bashi would all release in the same year. Mm-hmm. JME self-titled, JME, I believe, Ghetts 2000 and Life, Bashi Chopper Chops mixtape.
Yeah, and I remember with the Bashi one, that's when he was doing the lollipop thing. It's like they actually gave like the branding. I was like, what's this brother doing?
He branded. Yeah.
What again, bro? In that time, yeah, when CDs are coming out, it was all about trying to either get it into like the actual stores, or people used to be like, bro, my thing's in HMV. That was the holy grail. Do you get me? Like,
that was mad.
That was it, bro. How was it like then for you, like being one of the few people to have like an actual physical out? Like, what was it like?
It felt amazing. You know when I got so addicted to bodies of works, because I remember I had like 2 songs. I put them on a CD. I'm in the car and I was upset that the CD stopped. I was like, nah, man, I need to make another tune. I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's funny because this time I'm doing Home Sweet Home tour with Kane, on Mike Skinner's tour though. And every time, you do weeks on tour, right? Then you'd have like a 2-day break. Yeah. I'm rushing to the studio. Kane's making beats and bars at this time as well. Demon's making Demon's World at this time. So the man them are linking back up on the tour bus and playing the rhythms. You know what I'm saying? And even that in itself was exciting to see how your friends react to your songs that you've just made. You know what I'm saying? It was sick time.
Yeah, man, it's just like I was saying to you, like, it's crazy. Even like you're saying to me when you walked in, he's like, wait, which one's you? And I said, I remember like when I came in, even working in media, I used to write for the New Nation.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Okay.
Bro, pen game and all of that. And it's like, it was never about me, bro. Do you get it? So even now, it's like, I didn't even want to even really do videos until my boy, who ran a platform, I think he actually may have interviewed him back in the day. He was an Asian guy, his name was Summit. He had this thing called Hip Hop Chronicle. So he was the person who actually filmed my interview with Chip.
Okay.
So that was like, and then Bath was there, and I was saying to Chip as well, like, and it's only after I did the interview, Bath was like, yeah, that was a sick interview. Because before, bro, there's no feedback. It's like, okay, cool, thanks, it's done, it's a phoner. But again, you start to realize it's like, the game has changed to an extent, but you don't want to lose the essence of where you came from.
You don't want to lose the essence of where you came from, and you don't want to lose what makes you special.
Yeah.
You know, because when you start doing that, you're no longer special. And it doesn't work for very long, even if it works for that moment. I'm always thinking about 10 years from now. You know? That's why like the project that I've made now is because I'm thinking about the next steps, the next moves from that move. You know, that's why it's never about recreating what I've done when I was 19 or 21 or 25. I've already done it. I don't need to recreate what I've already done. You can't recreate a golden era. And you know, when you've been in the game for a little while, some people want to use you as a time machine to their better days, you know, nostalgia. But that's why I say I don't care about, let's talk about legacy on the album. I don't care about nostalgia. My best years are ahead of me. I say that because most of the time we only care about nostalgia when we think, well,
it's done, isn't it?
Man's old now, and I'm just, but remember them days, and you're taught every time it's remember them days. That's a boring conversation for me. I'm looking forward to what the future holds.
Yeah, man, and you're definitely like, you're propelling yourself into new heights because your trajectory, and it's like, it's arguably like this is your pinnacle. Probably was it 15, 16 years? How many actually years is it in the game?
2000 Life came out of 2005.
Yeah. So 16 years. Bro, here's another concept I was saying to myself, like, and how many kids you got? Is it two?
Two now.
That's a blessing, bro. Like, I don't have any children as of yet, yeah. But then I started to say to myself, like, bro, you give so much to this game that, although it's not nostalgia, I can only remember moments as opposed to like actual days. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? It feels like it's a blur. I'm thinking, right, okay, cool. So I'll be looking at my interviews, I'm thinking, swear down, I interviewed J. Cole.
Yeah.
I can't tell you, bro, what else I did roughly that month or that year.
Yeah.
Does it somewhat feel like a bit of, I mean, obviously you've had achievements, but do you feel like there's a bit of a blur in the years or?
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know or appreciate the journey until I started cutting up the evolution with Sayoud.
Shout out to Sayoud, yeah.
Like, and I was looking at it and I was thinking, bro, damn, I glowed up. Mad.
Bro, it's crazy, right? It's because it's actually almost like, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's you know, you do a normal job. I think, I don't know, it's a strange one, but so then do you look at your projects as actually significant moments in your life?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, especially like 2000, that first free run. Like they play it down, like anyone's done that run, that first free run. Now actually, gigs might have still. Well, now gigs might have still. Oh, yeah. No, I gotta keep it 100 still. But that 2000 Life, ghetto gospel, freedom of speech, that's not a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's mad.
The part of, okay, what was the track I want to talk to you about? Oh, let me pull it up, bro, because I want to make sure I get the title right. This is the song I was really like, I need to talk to Ghetts about. And I'm sure you spoke about it before. All right, Spiritual Warfare. I was like, is he really getting there, bro? What? Okay, bro. So, why did you want to come out with that track publicly? Because I think those are things that a lot of us who are tapped in a certain type of frequency think of, but we won't necessarily say it. Like, so I've said like, right, that's kind of fearless. But tell me about just even how that song came about. Because it just seems like, I don't know, it's things that we don't put in music.
We've never heard someone
speak never heard no one speak about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's, bro, it's deeper than that. A lot of people don't understand this. With me, it's deeper than music, it's a frequency. Like, you know, sometimes I feel like just God is using man as a vessel. You know what I'm saying, bro? And the more I get closer to him in terms of relationship, and the more I pray and ask him to guide what I'm doing, the less you're gonna hear things like artillery, and the more you're gonna hear things like Little Bo Peep, spiritual warfare, next of kin. You're gonna hear that in that manner. That's when I'm asking the big man to guide me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, fam, you just use me as a vessel in that moment to speak on that, to know that when I was a kid listening to DMX speak about Damon and taking it literal, you understand? And as an adult now, knowing certain things of that nature and how the warfare is spiritual, you know, the war's on your mind, you feel what I'm saying? So as an adult now, to speak about that, and some people, most people ain't gonna get it. But one day it's gonna hit you. One day you're gonna understand, yo, my man's tapped into a different frequency, you know? I'm not trying to make 16 party songs. That's not, I don't have to be the artist. That's, you know, I can do that. But it's deeper than music, why man's here. Man's being used as a vessel sometimes. So songs like Spiritual Warfare will keep occurring.
Nah, bro, it's true. Because when I listened to it, immediately when I heard, I was like, yeah, I knew, because obviously I listened to your, like I'm saying, going back to your old catalogue, it was, but then I said, that one, I said, that I know where, what I perceive I know where he's at. Because I've never heard a UK artist even, and I know some of them think it, never with their mouth open and say, do you know what, yeah?
Yeah, it's scary, bro, because you're just going to make it harder for yourself, innit? Like, that's why a man goes through so much. You know what I'm saying? Different, whatever, but I'm blessed. I'm too blessed to be complaining about. It's mad, you know, like, bro, do you know that, like, I've been famous before YouTube? And then some people will still say, like, but, man, there's youths doing 1 million views in 2 days, man, and brother, I didn't even know what YouTube was when I was putting out music. I am blessed to still be here. Still being spoken about, still in that top 3 conversation. Like, everyone just focuses on, like, think it's a negative, bro. We're all blessed in different ways. There's some artists that do millions of views in days and can't put on a show or sell out. You know, we are blessed in different ways, and until we start counting our own blessings, you're stalling any other blessings, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Bro, also about finances. How hard is it to, I won't say maintain finances, but there is a whole situation with a lot of artists. Bro, put it this, I was talking to Crept, and Crept was like, bro, when we signed our deal, compared to what the man them are signing for now, it's light and day.
Yeah.
So like the youth them are getting, bruv, they're getting that crazy bag.
0.5.
Yeah, bro.
Them kind of numbers there. Crazy, bro.
Crazy. So it's almost like 2 questions. One, how did you feel like almost thinking, it's never a hate thing, we're thinking, right, like, we actually birthed this thing and...
Nah, because I knew. I knew what generation I was.
I
knew what we was building. This is what I'm saying. So when I'm always thinking, I know that we're not the generation that was going to cream, but I also knew that I got to play the long game, because man are going to drop off. Man are going to get disheartened. Man are going to always compare their journey to somebody else's and start thinking, and start panicking and start doing mad moves. I knew that the whole time, bro. Like, the whole time I knew this. If you go back to my music, I'm saying it in the music. You know what I'm saying? So I always just think about playing the long game, because there's always a space for man to yam, and there's always a, you know what I'm saying? But I knew we weren't the generation. I knew we was the generation that was building the house.
What made you, what gave you that insight? Like, because you're a futurist, I can tell, but...
I'm looking, the only thing I can compare to black music at that time is America, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it. Everyone always looks at the successes of these people. I'm looking at the backstory. I'm sitting there looking and I'm thinking, bruv, we're meant to be the generation that come and creamed. But because of the Soul Solid situation, yeah, and all of that, and how the media tried to destroy them, the house has been taken apart that they was building.
Yeah.
That we was meant to come in the house was going to be furnished, and we was going to cream, right? Cool. Now, us lot have got to rebuild this thing, because they're only trying to let in 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah? So I'm watching the game, I'm saying, oh, it's mad. We're building. Man are dropping off. People, the game's changing. Can't, you know what I'm saying? The only thing where I got is like, you know that period of time where it was like the Mer songs that no one, like, no disrespect to man, because I believe that even has a place in the building. Mm-hmm. I rate them, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that has a place in where we are today, 100%. You can't eradicate what happened. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we have to acknowledge that a lot of tunes, the man them made, they wouldn't put them in their set list now.
Yeah.
When they're going to do a concert, they wouldn't be in their set list. Mm-hmm. You know? So that's the only time I was looking at the game and thinking, oh, blood, if we got to stay here any longer, I don't know. This is mad.
Yeah, bro. Do you know, adding to that, bro, I look at it in cycles. There was obviously Ndubs, but then they went to like Ironic. Then it went to Ironic, yeah, Ndubs, Ironic, Chip, Tinchy, Tiny. But in between those periods, bro, you like it was like between 2009 and 2011, Bubblegum was like you couldn't.
But you know what was sad? What was really sad is that the fans started playing A&Rs. So what was happening with this, instead of in just like, imagine I'm making music that you actually like, but now you're looking at Ghetts and saying, rah, boy, he doesn't have a hit. He's not meant to have a hit that sounds like that. Mm-hmm. Why do you think you're an A&R? That's why you can't really listen to consumers, bro, because I've got a clear memory of everything that was going on at the time. Yep. I was crucified, bro. So how come it's now like Ghetts to stay true, it's sick to see his transition, the growth. Bro, everyone was playing A&R. But they wouldn't listen to these songs now. They're not what they would view as classics. Do you understand?
Get it, yeah. Bro,
that's how you just gotta do you.
Bro, you talking about it, bro, it's amplified times 1,000 now in terms of everyone believing the A&Rs. And I think there was that shift where, do you know what it is, bro? And this is why I felt the culture somewhat changed, is when 50 demolished Ja Rule and he made it about numbers. It's a bit like Mayweather and boxing, like don't lose your O. And everyone's like, 50's like, look at my sales. And everyone's like saying, oh, rah, like. I remember when Tinchy went #1, and that was like 2009, and he was the biggest selling artist. And it's like
he effed up that year, 2008.
Bro, biggest selling UK male artist. And my favorite Tinchy song was it Underground? Was it Underground? Underground. Yeah. But ever since then, I was like,
Tinch album Star in the Hood. Cold.
No. I'm sorry, Tinchy. I meant Tinchy's
his album Star in the Hood.
Yeah.
Crazy though. Bernard, bro, you listen to Star in the Hood because that's like my favorite Tinch.
Yeah. I guess I was more so on Rough Squad.
Yeah.
But bro, it's like they're saying the music moved in cycles. I think the barren period was like 2011, 2013 when everyone got dropped again, and then everyone's thinking like, what do we do? Do you get me? In the period of like man, weren't really doing shows. Like for an artist, I'm actually always wondering like financially, how are you? Not saying whatever it is, but did you ever think like this music thing don't even make no?
My financial struggle was 210, 211, 12, 13. That period, hardest period.
But that's a long period, bro.
Hardest period. Then that was the hardest period financially for me, because bad decisions, you know, and not being consistent enough. So, and the birth of my daughter, 2012. So now I'm panicking. I'm starting to panicking. Really having a hard time at that period of time. I say it on the intro, in fact. But what did I? Yes, but watch what happened. So I think at this time I'm speaking to some of the man. I'm telling them, bro, pride cannot exist. You know, I gotta feed my kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? So this pride thing of like, man's famous, but bro, I gotta feed my youth, bro. It's more embarrassing not to feed your youth.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So A good friend of mine, Lamsey, he was working with a pharmaceutical company. He dropped the pharmaceuticals to the hospitals and whatnot. He said, is your driving license clean? I said, yeah. He was like, cool, pattern. Got me a job, but I was doing a trial with him for 2 weeks before I could get my own van. So I've done trial with him for 2 weeks. But these times I'm praying because I don't really want to do this, but here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm praying. I'm saying, God, if this is for me, just let me know. If it ain't, just show me a sign, please. I'm begging you, show me a sign. Anyway, now it's come to the end of the trial. I say to the boss man, yeah, my van come. He's like, no. And he's like, it's strange because this has never happened. I said, how long you been there for? He's like, 20 years. I said, this ain't never happened. He said, strange. Cool. Stay with my brethren, still doing the trial for like extra 3 days. Yo, boss, my van, still not here. But end of that week, bruv, I said, yeah, that's the sign. Cool, safe. Bam, then watch this now. Focus. Watch the run now. Know my thing. Done know already. One take. Boom, 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 boom. Back. Because I was realizing, yo, bro, okay, you asked for the sign, you've got it. Go brazy, but don't forget the big man when you're winning. Hail him up, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you hear me talk about God so frequently, because I understand the guidance.
That's with Rooted, innit? And all.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, that's when, yeah. There was
you know, like the run.
Yes,
like,
yes.
That is, like people feel like it started from listen and that. It never. I hadn't stopped since then. Straight through to Ghetto Gospel New Testament. Straight to now. I haven't stopped.
But you know what I like about it, and this is the thing, because obviously I got friends in the game, and bro, like there's nothing wrong in actually legitimately making money away from music.
Bro, there's nothing wrong with it, bro. It's just, do you know what we've done as rappers though? We've done this superhero lifestyle. I make such and such and such and such and such. So that's why when people laugh when rappers fall off, because we've done it, we've rapped from the ego perspective. Like we're from the trenches, most of us anyway, and then we get on, then we start stunting on people that are still there. You know?
It messes up the economy, bro.
100%.
That's what Carla said to me. He said, like, bro, like, if we're laughing at people who are broke and this and that, like, then we're kind of laughing at our parents, because all of our parents came
100%, bro. It's mad, bro. Man got to be humble, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's mad.
Yeah, man.
That's why, and people even get it twisted, because I don't, like, I've been at points where I don't make the money what I'm rapping about, like the you know what I'm saying? So people feel like sometimes like my money good.
Nah, bro, I see the brand stuff, bro. I'm like, yeah, all right. You get me, people, bro. Like,
yeah, like those that know in it. But
Exactly.
I'm just saying, it's just like sometimes I have people talking to me like, and it's like they're down playing my thing, but I will never get into that like, nah, man, nah. I just think, okay, fine.
Yeah. Cool. Again, bro, with the projects, like the features, obviously you and Ed go back from before. Arguably, Ed is the biggest artist in the world.
It's mad, innit?
Like I was talking to Smiler, and he was telling me one time he went to Ed's crib, and he's like, bro, it's just a Mazzoline, bro. It's just like, bro, it's just like, fam, it's just, there's level, there really is levels. So, bro, like, Ed Sheeran on a project, man, like, do you reach out to him? Is it already a song already done? Like, how does that come together?
I had already done my chorus and 2 verses, and I could hear it on the record. And I reached out to him via DM. Bro hit me back. We spoke. He said he was taking a year off music. I believe this was 2019. Don't quote me on the month, but maybe October, November. He said, when's the project coming out? The project was meant to be coming out sooner. And then we just spoke. We just had a detailed conversation. He said he was actually on his way to Japan with his father, taking some time out. And I was like, cool. I didn't want to bother him anymore, you know what I'm saying? Bro hit me while he was in Japan though. Ghetts, I'm in Japan, I found a studio. Can you send the track over, please? I love it. I was like, this brother's a serious brother. But testament, you know, brother, being a nice person will take you far, you know, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, certain people's blessings and that, it's not always financial, but, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I thought to myself, rah, man, this brother's proper, fam. Because you know what's mad? When I done the tune for Ed, I didn't know Ed at that time. Okay. I was working with Louis in Stoke Newington, just finished studio. Must have done like a 16 to 17 hour shift. I don't know. I was in there for time. I was shattered, bro. Literally, I was leaving the studio early in the AM and Ed walks in. But Devs and Louis have already vouched for Ed, telling me how he is as a person. Ghetts, you're gonna love him when you meet him, such and such and such. Yeah, so I'm there. And he's asked me, Ghetts, man, yeah, I want to do a tune, dry me out for my project. So I'm like, yeah, no problem, man, cool. Send it over to me. He's like, no, now.
You're tired, innit, already?
Bro, I'm thinking it's a 16. It's 232s. But you know what? When he played the tune, I was like, I won't even say no more. Straight to work. These times I was writing, straight to work and done the tune. And it's like I feel like it's come back around full circle.
Yes, man. This is the thing which I think for labels and like me, like working at one, I kind of want the higher ups to understand, like, if you, like, bro, an A&R is not going to be able to get Ed on the track.
No.
It's not happening. Like, even the president can't even make it happen.
Yeah.
There's a point where, like you said, relationships, being a good person, like you said, good energy, frequency, that can get away from the business. And it's like, looking at your project, bro, with all the features, it's a testament to actually almost like, you know, the people that you think aren't the new ones now, they can still make phenomenal music.
Yeah.
And it probably makes more sense to invest in that, because the legacy and the respect is there. So, you know, like, when that track's done, were you signed at the time already, or?
No, I had that before.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay, bro. I already know what that means, bro. Yeah. Them numbers go up, bro. I know what you got a cheering feature. Is it cleared? Bro, they must have, bro, hey, Warner must have been happy, bro. That is a crazy, I was thinking that, was it done when you signed? Wow. Also, Emily Sande.
Yeah.
Phenomenal singer, bro.
Emily's a lovely person. I didn't know Emily previously, you know. Reached out, said to my manager made that happen. And when she first said, you see her verse on the tune, that's what she said first. I needed a chorus, yeah? And I swear, bro, I was overwhelmed. I didn't even know how to ask, but I rung back, I took a deep breath. Emily loved it, man. I love where you, and I'm probably gonna use that as a verse, but can you do a chorus for me, please? She's like, no problem. And then, you know what I'm saying? And absolutely knocked it out of the park. Yeah,
bro, she's and I think she's also on that frequency as well. Yeah. When you listen to her project, even from like Heaven.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro, she's
a lot of people don't understand that energies and frequencies.
Yeah. Bro, how do you deal with the business part of it? Not I won't say necessarily energies and frequencies and important. That's something that Ads and I talk about as well, bro. But with you, I feel like you're somewhat a purist. This is not a pure intention industry per se as a business. How do you deal with that part then? Like,
my love for making music outweighs it. You know, I just look at it like, I hear people say, the industry's so fake. Okay, how is it different from a workplace or school or anything we've been involved in? It's not. People gotta go to work every day with people that they don't necessarily like as human beings. You still gotta get to the bag and you still gotta bring it home.
Facts.
That's just it. You know? And that's just it. I ain't got, bro, the blessing in it, like, fam, man could be, you know what I'm saying, out there, bruv, where it's, you know, so it's a blessing to be able to do something you love so much and make a fortune from it, you know, but you love it. Like, imagine, like, you do this for free, right? you'd do this for free, I'm guessing.
Yeah, bro,
you would. You would, right? So the fact that you've got sponsors on board and you can now feed your loved ones from this, it's just such a blessing that you're probably thankful for. So you don't even care about all the other stuff because you could be doing something you don't love for a lot less money.
Facts.
And building somebody else's thing.
Bro, it's the truth, man. That hits the nail on the head. Like, I tell some of my friends, they're like, cause I used to work as an accountant, they're like, bro, I hear YouTube pays. I'm like, bro, do you know what YouTube pays? Like, bro, you think YouTube pays salaries? Like, it's not that, man. And like you're saying, bro, I think when you go into something with nothing, bro, the mercy of God is gonna show you, bro. Because you're thinking like, right, like, man started my thing 11 years ago. Now it's here, as you're saying, relationships, you build with people. And I realized, bro, at the time when we was building relationships, we never knew the value of it. It was just like, yo, you're cool, all right, bro, say nothing. And then now it's like, I could be sitting down talking to a Ghetts, and then maybe like 50 to 60 or 100,000 people can hear our words. No one really cared. Not they didn't care, but we didn't know what it was, bro. But now it's just like, I think it's more important that now, as you said about having children, bro, they can almost start seeing that, right, my dad is, you can document, like my dad is a superstar in a way. Do you know what I mean? You remember parents leaving in, bro, your dad's Ghetts.
Yeah, no, my daughter knows.
Yeah, I mean, when
she's in tune still.
Yeah. How has that impacted, like, do her friends know, obviously her friends must know who you are after you did the track.
I went to school with some of her friends' parents.
For real? Yeah. Crazy, man. Yeah. Bro, and we're almost ran up with a project, bro, like, I won't say favorite songs. Is there a verse or a song that you're most proud of that stands out to you though, as of today?
You know what my segment is? My segment's the middle segment.
Yeah?
Like Good Hearts to like Proud Family. That's my segment.
Yeah.
That's my segment.
Bro, you see, also, do you get involved in the actual production arrangement?
Yeah.
Because I'm listening. This is what happened here, like, so shout outs to JBR, bro. I'm sitting down, I said to Tim, listen, before I listen to Ghetts' project, I need to get on my headphones and listen. He's like, bro, good idea. So I'm listening, I'm thinking, that wasn't an accident. I don't know the musical like, language, like that, that drop or that.
Yeah.
I said, that was by design.
Yeah.
So are you going in after and saying to the producer, like, yo, break that bit there, or
I'm very instrumental in the instrumental, pun intended, but I can't take no discredit TJ Amadi 2% at all. Somebody I've worked with for many years, and he's absolutely a G when it comes to post-production. So even before I did this project, I knew I need to have this guy on board in terms of bringing my ideas to life, because he understands, you know, like some people don't understand that my flow and cadence, the pockets I choose and how it really works like that. He understands it, so he puts a magnifying glass over it, so the consumer feels like, yo, he will put a magnifying glass over, like when Ghetts, like, bro, like sometimes I'm in and out of a snare, like people don't even know, like, one day I'm gonna make them do this, yeah, but we noticed, I don't even do this on purpose, it's come natural to me. You will see in a track, sometimes I'll just ride the melody and then I'll switch gear, and then I'm in between the snare and the kick. And then I'm over the kick, but still in between the snare and the snare. You know what I'm saying? It's like mad technicals to it. So working with TJ, we'll take songs that are 60% to 120%. You know?
Do you feel like you're at a mastery level of your?
Nah, I got so much left to learn.
But I mean, in terms of like, okay, yeah, because I know you're looking for like 120, 150%.
Yeah.
But it's like, when I hear it now, I'm like, this is a fully, you know, like football, this is a fully confident, this is Henry. When Henry was just batting up the Premiership.
Yeah.
Messi in like 2011.
Yeah.
Like, this is, I don't know, I just feel like you're like, and it's not ego, I'm not here to like boost you, but I feel like you're untouchable with a mic now, bro. I think everyone's understood it now. Did you get what I mean? Like,
yeah, do you know, I feel like there's so many different compartments within music though. You know, like where I want to understand more, I want to understand notes more. why that note makes you feel like that, or how to tap into certain frequencies more, you know. And there's so much I want to learn musically, you know. Past rap, bro. Like past rap, bro. Like we've done this thing where and I'm not criticizing. Everyone's got their own thing, but for me, we've done this thing like we drink and we smoke and it's lean and it's this and it's that. Bro, I'm searching for greatness, bro. I'm talking about when I'm watching Beyonce, yeah. and I'm thinking, how are you using so much energy on the stage and you're in tune and you're still in a note and you're singing like you're not using that much energy? How have you got to this point? You know what I'm saying? I don't think rappers, we really look at
it's true, yeah,
the music like that. But I'm trying to be great, bro. So I'm looking at greats. I'm looking at James Brown and their stage show performance, and Michael Jackson and how they controlled the stage. And when Michael Jackson was in the Apollo and he done the moonwalk for the first time, like that moment, bruv, like man ain't had one of them yet. You know, like that moment of sheer greatness, bro, where it's just like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's great performers. Wretch is a sick performer. Kane's one of them. I class myself as a sick performer.
Yeah, bro, your skanks are too much, bro.
To me, Giggs has got the best show. To me, Giggs has got...
Crowd control.
Giggs has got the most enjoyable show, to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When I go, I feel like, brother, this is a rave where they just play gig songs. Like it's just so enjoyable, you know what I'm saying? And I look at all these elements and I watch other greats, you know what I'm saying? And how they capture crowds. And I got so much more to learn, bro. Like, trust me.
Bro, you know what's funny? I was interested. I was talking to Beyonce's, her backing vocalist when they were over here. They said that she trains 16 hours a day. Like, that's 16 hours, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro, man. And this is the only way you get to separate yourself from the rest, man, when it's all said and done, you know?
Here's another thing, bro. International. Like, how does it... it's not about America, but how do you view yourself in terms of, like, I think the UK is somewhat, not conquered, because, there's always going to be elements that doesn't listen to our music per se. But do you have, like, international ambitions? How do you see that then?
Yeah, I want the whole world to listen to my music. But I think, I don't know, I don't want to block any blessings, but I just think where I'm at with it is the terms, the styles, the flows. Bro, they're just getting used to the accent. So it's easy to hear like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's easy to catch that, then I'm doing 4, 5. You know, like,
it's a lot of education for them to get.
Man's doing that.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're not, there's even youths that can't get that. You know what I'm saying? From here. So I don't know with it, but I just gotta do me.
Yeah, bro, last couple of questions, bro. What lessons have you learned being in the music industry for like 16 years?
Ooh. Individuality, man, is what can make the world connect with you. So even though I just said, like, you know what I'm saying, but when it connects, it really connects because there's never been a you before, you know? And you see it, like, you see it with the people that are most famous. They're Drakes. They weren't a Drake before Drake, like, you know what I'm saying? In terms of the soundscape and what was being spoke about in the raps. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so on. Like, we see it all that, like Dizzy, they weren't a Dizzy before Dizzy. The voice, the attack, you know what I'm saying?
Even his rhyme scheme, like.
Yeah, like, so the most unique people, no matter how long it takes, they have the most success because of how unique it is. So I've seen that, I guess, being unique is a superpower. What else have I learned? Logic over emotion. That's something I try and practice every day now. Just because I used to use so much emotion over logic before. But emotion's quite blinding. You know, so using logic over emotion will help you navigate and you'll be around for longer, because logic over emotion is actually chess, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're always thinking about your moves, your next moves, despite how you may feel in that moment. But you're knowing if you react to something that could make you make the wrong next move. So that's like a mantra that we use amongst our team all the time: logic over emotion, logic over emotion. But I do get pissed off sometimes. I pull it right back, you know, and just because anger's a very cloudy emotion as well.
And it's easy to get to there somewhat where from. That's like the next step of, you know.
Yeah.
And also, bro, I wanted to commend, one thing I wanted to commend you on is like, even like I know, like, is it Jessie? Jess, yeah, bro, man. Like I remember like, that situation. Obviously, you know Billy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Billy, like, so I know that was an emotional situation.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, how did you, again, not a lot of people are going to put that into their music, and I think even you still reference her name, like, going forward.
I have to. Jess, Jess is a super real one.
Yeah.
Whew. Like, even in terms of, she encouraged me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and when we was in the studio and I was writing that track for her, it was mad because it was like, I was trying to tap in, but not. I just couldn't believe how fearless she was.
Mm.
She wanted me to speak as if she was already gone. And I thought, her bravery is something that I've tried to have within myself. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I swear to you, bro, when King's Cross now, right? She was in Houston in a, what's the thing called? Shit. When it's the last, they put you in a...
the hospice.
Hospice.
Yeah.
They put in a hospice. And she was saying, so I'm ringing her and she's saying, nah, you're not coming to see me, nah. And I said, I'm pulling up, you know what I'm saying? And I've gone there. And I looked at her, bro. I was like, she's so strong that I couldn't believe what she was saying. That she said she ain't gonna make it past the weekend or whatever. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about, Jess? We're having a normal conversation, my G. The only thing you ain't got is your hair right now, but you're looking good, my G. And then we're busting up, you know what I'm saying? She said, G, me have to stay pretty still. You know what I'm saying? We're busting up, and then man got the sad news, you feel what I'm saying? But it's mad, bro. Same with Storm, bro. Gone hospice. Storm sitting there, listening to music, brother. G, what bookings we got this weekend, my brother? I'm like, bro, like, man's just seen some things, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck cancer, blood. Like, real shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, fuck cancer, bro.
Because,
bro, the journey's been mad, bro. Dan will tell you, bro. Like, I lost my nan the day I shot Proud Family, fam. Fuck. Like, it's just been mad, but that's what I'm saying about man have to count their blessings and just know that to see this life, bro, there's something beyond it. Because it's too fucked here, you know what I'm saying? So there's something beyond this shit.
No, it's real, bro. It's definitely...
Because what we're going through, the way we lose people, the way we're losing people now, it's just...
There's always the good ones as well.
Huh?
It's always the good ones.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. And it's just making me know, bro, that the greatest trick that the devil played was convincing man that he didn't exist, fam. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you see, even now, when people start talking about, oh yeah, ask the universe. Who the fuck is the universe, blood? It's like man's trying to rob out God, fam. You feel what I'm saying? If you look at it on a deeper level, it's like man's trying to rob out God's works, fam. Like every minute, like, oh, the universe. He made the universe, blood.
Yeah.
You got to look for these little tricks, you know what I'm saying? But obviously you're tapped into a frequency, you know, but yeah.
Yeah, man, like R.I.P. Jess, because I knew she was a fan of Tidra Moses.
Yeah.
And so Tidra was down, and then so we got Tidra to send her a voice note. So Jess, and then Jess said, I still got a voice note. And Jess was like, oh my gosh, thank you. So, and I knew already, and Billy, did she have a little one?
Yeah, bro.
This is it. And I know Billy was telling me about the situation. And like Tidra was like, because Tidra lost her mum to cancer as well. So she was just like, she was touched by the situation. But again, when I heard it, I was thinking like, Billy, she sounds all right. It's like,
bro, there's a version of Jess with just Jess. Know Me. Because she's underneath, innit? I got her to do the whole song.
For real.
Like, so there's a version with just her. But yeah, man, a real G, that fam, you know what I'm saying? That when a man's proper, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. All right, bro, in closing, like, so, bro, this is like I was saying, that to date, bro, man, how many projects you dropped? Like, is it like 8, 9, is it 10? How many?
I'm slacking, innit? I've been in a 16. I should have dropped at least 16. Slacking still.
Do you put an expiration date on your music, or you just gonna keep? Are you gonna go on to like you're 50 or?
Yeah, I think as long as I'm speaking about what's true to me and being authentic and having reflective moments or whatever, I feel like. But basically, right now we're on charted ground in terms of our music. We've watched rock stars being able to tour their music forever, but within our culture, we do this ageist thing, right?
Yep.
Nah, them man are old and washed and that's what we do within our culture. But I feel like that should only be the case when a man's moving as such, when a man's really moving. Like when we're listening to Jay-Z 444, we're taking it in like that because nobody ain't saying that to us.
Yep.
Nobody's not giving us these gems. So we're thinking, whoa, you're still offering us, you're still showing us why you're you and you're in the position you're in after all these years. But we've grown with your music and now you're giving us something and we're saying, yo, my man's giving man game. You know what I'm saying? So I guess as long as I'm being reflective and speaking about my life as such as how much I'm growing, people that are growing the same way can relate to it. And youngers that are quite ahead of their time, go F with it, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, just piggybacking off that point, bro.
Yeah.
Like, at our ages, as entrepreneurs, we're extremely young, bro. We are babies, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that. You see, like before, because remember the generation before me wasn't really an album-based generation.
Yep.
So, myself, Kano, Wretch, Giggs, Skep, JME, forgive if I left anyone out, but those are the album artists I think that around man's age have nothing in front of us to really know how it's done at this point. So we're creating, you know what I'm saying?
It's a bit of the blueprint, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man. And I hope I just hope the culture gets, and again, even like the word culture is a bit of a weird one because it's like, what does it mean? What does it reflect?
Yeah.
But I think, bro, like your legacy is definitely something to be admired. I know, like I said, like even talking to the team before, bro, everyone's just excited, man. And I think everyone just appreciates your talent. It's not a passe. It's not you're trying to be. It's not this. It's the music is always the music and the artistry is always at the forefront. And it's not because of you was in a Mazda with this person that everyone's watching. Like you gain your own attention because of your talent, man. And I think that's the greatest blessing that God's done, bro. Is that your talent is what people associate you with, bro.
Yeah.
Get me?
Definitely, bro. It's a blessing, man. Keeps man out of the antics, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And lastly, bro, man, like just kind of what last words you want to have to your fans and just kind of like, bruv, like I said, the love's incredible, bro. But how do you compute all of that on days like this?
I want to say thank you to the people that have kept man going and sent man deep messages. Like no one knows how I might have been feeling on that day. Like I get messages like, yo, Ghetts, man, I'm praying for you, you know, my brother. I'm like, yo, fam, that means so much. I send a voice note back or, you know, sometimes send some love. If I see it, I don't see everything. I'm not ignoring people. I just don't see everything 24/7. But yeah, man, thank you to the people that have, the supporters that have stood by, man, and not just been like, there's supporters that just speak, but there's others that really support, like financially as well. I appreciate that. We don't take those things for granted. And I just want to big up the team as well. You know what I'm saying? obviously I wouldn't be able to execute the way I'm executing without the sick team that I've got around me at the moment, you know what I'm saying? And I hope we continue to prosper as a team together, you know what I'm saying? It's not just me, so yeah.
All right, yes, I'm gonna leave it there, man, bro. Project of the year, bro.
If it's not, I'm going again.
You gonna do a deluxe, or are you just gonna leave it as it is?
No, we're doing a deluxe, but if it's not, I'm going again. Yeah, 100%.
All right, then, man. Yes, man. Thank you for your time, man.
Love.
All right, bro.